Welcome to the new Steilacoom High School athletics registration website. We're using a platform called Final Forms. Final Forms is going to do a lot of things for us that the old platform could not do. First and foremost, parents are going to be able to track their students' eligibility in terms of registration, academics, everything in one place, and be able to track what they need to do or what has been done on their behalf. Coaches will be able to see the exact same thing, will be able to do uniform checkout and other accountability pieces in here for athletes as well. And so the setup is going to be a little bit more cumbersome. We're asking more questions than we did in the old form. But what that information is going to allow us to do is serve your athlete better. So the first thing you're going to want to do is create a new account. There's a video guide on the website that you'll be able to watch if you want to watch that to create your account. But once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and log in. Once you've logged in, you'll be able to see your students or any past students you've had and add new students. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through this process. So you'll see register a new student for 24-25. Now, here when you get the student email, please use their school email address. What this is going to do is it'll prompt the student to create an account where they will also need to sign off on some forms and can track their own eligibility. Now, this part down here, the transfer student, homeschool student, or external student. If your student attends Steilacoom High School every single day and has for their entire time in high school, then you don't need to do anything here. You can just click Create Student. If they are coming up from Pioneer and are going into ninth grade, same thing. You just create student. If your student is transferring, if they went to another high school at any point during their career, please click this transfer student box. Same thing if they are homeschooled or if they're an external student. Let's say they go to a private school where that school does not offer the sport they want to play, but we do, and they live in our district, this would be an external student. What this is going to do is prompt you and us to do the necessary paperwork to make sure that's smooth for you guys. Now in the next screen, I'll be able to register every sport Sam wants to do. So we're going to go ahead and say that Mr. Sam here wants to be a cross-country runner. It's going to play basketball and then baseball. All right. So then I'm going to update sports. Now, if you're coming back into this and you get to this screen, you can just skip. It won't say not a student athlete. It'll say no changes, but you can always just skip this screen at that point. This is if maybe they're playing a cut sport and didn't make the team and you want to transfer them over to another sport. This is how you would do that. Now, this is all the information we're going to be gathering. If the form has not been completed, it'll be red. As you'll go down through this, there may be boxes that you see that you're going to ask, why are they asking that? Keep in mind that every situation is different, and sometimes in a case like, well, maybe there's a parenting situation that one parent is not allowed near the child or things like that. So we're trying to basically capture all information that we can that will pertain to that child's needs. So I've completed the form and moved on to the next one. As you can see, it is now green. Now, going through the medical questions, it's going to ask a lot of medical history that will sometimes prompt you for more explanation or doctor's contact information. Try to give us as much information as possible that applies to your child's situation to make sure that our nurse and our trainers are aware of any needs that they may have. All right, I'm done with all the medical stuff. And now I'm going on to the next things, which are Steilacoom specific. All right, so now we've got our payment policy. All we're asking here is that you read the policy and then sign that you've read it. Then the league sportsmanship policy. You'll see that your athlete's going to have to sign this as well. So now that's yellow. What that means is you've done it, but they have not. Later on, I'll show you where both you and I will be able to send them emails to prompt them to finish that. All right, now the academic eligibility policy. The district civility policy, which you'll see here is linked to the policy itself. Now, each sport will have different safety guidelines. This is, for your knowledge and things that could happen, and just kind of making you aware and letting you know that these are possibilities, right? And your student will have to sign that as well. So for each sport, you have to go in there. All right, now these questions will help us determine if your student has the need for an extra paperwork for any kind of situation that isn't just a normal been here their entire career kind of situation. So it'll ask questions about if they were homeschooled, if maybe you're hosting a foreign exchange student and trying to register them. And basically just prompts that will ask you for other information if necessary. So if I click yes there, then it'll ask for forms to be completed. Okay? And you'll be able to upload that form right there. So you'll want to print it out, sign it, fill it out, and upload it here. And that'll go for almost every one of these. Now, it says here, did Sam play sports for another school in the previous 12 months other than Steilacoom High School or Pioneer Middle School? So if they've just played here in our district, you can just click no, all right? Sam passed all his classes. Is he currently enrolled? If Sam's going to do running start. We have not been doing this before, so this is a new thing. So this will make us, will prompt you to download this form for running start as well. And then you'll need to fill in their classes, their grades, and sign a few extra things. All right, moving on. All right, this is our sudden cardiac arrest information sheet. Just lets you and your athlete know that there are inherent risks with exercising and sports and those kind of things. Same thing with concussions. And this is where you'll upload the physical. Now, unlike the old system, we will be able to store these securely on this website. You will only need to upload them when they expire. Now, for that expiration date, what you want to do is make sure that your child has had a physical within 2 years of the last day of the season. All right. So I really recommend everybody just go and get their physicals in June every year, or every 2 years. But if you do have an expiring physical, this system will actually notify all of us. So it'll start at 45 days, and it'll email the coach, the athlete, me, and the parent or guardian, and say, hey, your student's physical will expire in 45 days. And then their clearance page will turn with a little yellow button there that'll say, if I go into the system, it'll alert me that, hey, remember, this student's physical will expire soon. So again, if that physical expires in the middle of the season, then they would be unable to play until they went and got a new physical. So when those notifications pop up, please make sure you pay attention to them. Now, there is a form that you can use, and it'll auto-populate all of the other stuff that you put in here for the health information, but you can use any doctor-provided form. So whatever doctor or clinic you go to, if they have their own physical form, as long as it has a doctor's signature on it and a valid date, then we're going to be good to go. All right. So I'm not uploading a physical yet, so it'll prompt me later. Here we go. Now I can register another student if I've got another student here, or I can go back in and see that, all right, I still have stuff to do for Sam here. So I have unsigned forms. So those unsigned forms are for Sam himself. So I click this button and it sent him an email. So that's it. Once Sam's gone in and signed the forms for himself, and once I've uploaded the physical, then I'll be good to go. And any other information that is needed, any other forms that pop up from those other questions, we'll go in and clear those or ask for more information, and the process will be simple as we go on. Like I said in the very beginning of this video, we are asking a little bit more information than normal, but it is all going to be stored in one place, and you will not have to do it year after year. Thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, just shoot me an email.